this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Impact. This is from July 15th, 2021. It's the go-home show for Slammiversary, their biggest show of the year. Definitely a hit and miss affair. I can't wait for fans to be back in the building because Impact programming has suffered more than any other national show, in my opinion, by not having fans. It has reduced this show, which I think is good and at times great, and reduces it to looking low rent, and it doesn't deserve that. I'm hoping people are there, I believe, for Slammiversary, which is great news because they'll be enthusiastic. And let's just get into this. So D'Lo Brown and Josh Matthews, who I think do a good job. What happened to Matt Striker? I'm going to actually look into that. D'Lo Brown, though, is one of my faves, honestly. So we have a mixed tag match. Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K against Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. A couple of scary moments in this one, honestly. A couple of moments that weren't very clean. I remember one where Caleb with a K gave a move to Jordan Grace and just dumped her right on her head, and I actually winced. At the end of the day, though, this match goes a little longer than you think it would. Rachel and Jordan hit a kind of a slam simultaneously on Caleb, and they cover, and they pick up the win. All right. Sami Callihan talks about how he's all business, and he thinks Omega disrespects the business. I do find this part really strange because Sami Callihan has been their unrepentantly evil guy in moments. And so this thing of like, Kenny Omega disrespects the business. I mean, it's just an odd way they're going about promoting it. But then again, with Impact, it is really an inside baseball thing. So it's just a matter of doing better than they do on the other shows, which Slammiversary should do alone. So, okay. They look at Deonna Purrazzo's two-time reign as knockout champion. And she's going to find out who her opponent is going to be that night. And Gail Kim warned her that her world might change. And Scott D'Amore's office, I do like that they just connect the dots directly. So we have that bit with Deonna Purrazzo and Gail Kim that we show, and then we just go right to Scott D'Amore's office. We don't worry about it, and it's great. And basically, Purrazzo is pressured into signing that contract, which again, is she's supposed to be the heel, so it just doesn't come across as very good. And they do a little bad comedy bit with where, Scott D'Amore says, "No way, Jose, I'm not going to tell you." And Tommy Dreamer goes, "No way, Jose isn't the person, though." And this thing about, things around here are like a hot mess. It's something they kept bringing up. Again, it's just stuff that just sounds low rent. It's my big knock on Impact because they do such good stuff. And I get that they do comedy stuff, but sometimes, I mean, this is their biggest card of the year, and it should feel like you can't miss this one. That should be the overall prevailing feeling, in my opinion. We get Havoc against Tasha Steelz. The foregone conclusion match. We know Havoc's going to win because Havoc and Rosemary are challenging Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. And sure enough, Havoc wins. Boy. They take a little look back at the Ultimate X match from Slammiversary 2013. That's cool. They talk about W. Morrissey, aka Big Kaz, and everything he's done so far. At Slammiversary, he's going to go up against Eddie Edwards, who they're calling the Heart of Impact. Cool. It's a good match. Backstage, Kimberly wants Father James Mitchell, yay, but he's not there. But Susan's there, and Lee thought Susan was going to turn into Sue Young, and then Susan has known all along who Young is. Puts Kimberly in a room. Kimberly screams. Oh boy. Steve Macklin against Cal Hero. Cal Heroes dressed like an 80s goof, and Macklin makes sure that he tells him that. Macklin wins definitively, as he should, and then talks on the microphone afterwards. No great shakes here. It is what it is. Backstage, Decay and Havoc are having a chat. Rosemary says, "You got to be one of us, man." Rosemary surprises Havoc by bringing in Father James Mitchell. Yay! Rosemary asks Havoc if she's ready. What are Mitchell and Rosemary going to do to Havoc before their big match on Sunday? I guess we shall see. Then we have a match with several of the people who are going to be in the Ultimate X match in an 8-way tag team match. Very typical Impact here. Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, Raju, and Shira against the X Division champion, Josh Alexander, Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, Petey Williams. This was the weakest commentary portion because Josh Matthews got a question from D'Lo, like, who's got the, and he didn't quite answer the question and even acknowledged that he didn't answer the question. It was not great. The match itself is a bunch of cool looking spots, kind of whetting your appetite for what the X Division match may look like. Cool. And at the end of the day, Bay stacks Shira up with a schoolboy pin. Then a brawl goes, and Chris Bay takes advantage and hits his own partners, including Josh Alexander. Okay. Brian Myers asks Hernandez to come back and join him. Hernandez declines, says that Johnny Swinger's paying him better in full-time money. Okay. And then Myers asks another mysterious person if he'll have his back tonight. Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, they have a little brawly brawl, but Tennille Dashwood hits a low blow on Cardona. Okay. Myers asks Cardona's former ex-girlfriend. Dun, dun, dun. Drama, drama. Scott D'Amore offers Matt Cardona a chance to seek revengeance at Slammiversary. Says, find a woman to team with you. So now we have 2 mystery women. Did you notice that, Impact? Now you have 2 mystery women. Okay. So we see what led up to Chris Sabin and Moose, who are going to wrestle each other at Slammiversary. Moose versus Hernandez with Johnny Swinger. Moose destroys Hernandez in a surprising palate cleanser, quick kind of match. Then Moose puts the steel chair around Hernandez's ankle. Chris Sabin runs out, lays a beatdown on Moose, and almost gets the chair around Moose's ankle, but Moose leaves. Okay. So they talk to Kenny Omega and Don Callis, and Don Callis puts over that Sami Callihan's really dangerous. Omega's up to the challenge, he says. And we got the main event, Battle of the Hosses. Oh, God, I hate that term. Willie Mack, Falaba, Doc Gallows, Joe Doring. A match that doesn't really seem to have much impact on Slammiversary. It is what it is. At the end of the day, Doring runs in, does the job on Ba. So Joe Doring is standing tall at the end. Then they had a special about Slammiversary, which is actually really good, especially the promo stuff with Sami Callihan and Kenny Omega. I thought were really strong. Anyway, that's that. Are you going to watch Slammiversary? I'm going to do my level best. I'm going to be in Georgia, but I'm going to definitely try to check it out Saturday night late when I'm in my hotel room, assuming I don't go out partying too long with a bunch of the wrestlers, which is something I tend to do. We shall see.